Oh, okay.
You went early.
I watched it at like 5 yesterday.
I went like 3
I went at
p.m.
10 p.m. yesterday.
opening day, or not opening day, the preview day.
Mm-hmm. All right, we are live. Yo, what
How
is
we
up,
doing,
sleepers?
guys?
It's
We're
your
good.
boy,
Yeah.
Ed Bennett here live in the overworld. Who do I have with me today?
We got a
Uh,
Enderman over here.
You do look like an Enderman.
Thanks. I just wish I was this tall.
you got villager.
A
Villager
villager,
A.
an Enderman, and who? Who's our
You
last?
got Villager A.
Two
That's
villagers. We got two
No, he's
villagers.
Villager B. He's Villager B. I'm Villager A, bro. Don't be mixing us up over here.
Oh my god.
So there will be timestamps in the description for our review. If you guys want to skip ahead to that, but for now, let's buy some tickets and grab our favorite concessions. So, how's everyone's 2 weeks been since we last did this pod?
It's been all right.
It's been a long 2
I
weeks
took
for
a
me.
3-day weekend.
Oh yeah,
This
I
week,
think
so
I'm gonna do
that's
that.
nice.
I'm gonna do that next week. I think I'm gonna call it on Monday. I'm just gonna sit home and play Marvel Rivals.
this
Get my
Monday. That's what you
birthday's
said
in
last
2
Monday.
days, bro. My birthday's in 2 days.
Oh, happy early birthday!
Damn, you old as shit, dude,
What
brother.
are we doing, bro? What are we doing for your birthday? We going up to the bar, get drunk?
Yeah, we could go on the weekend or
Someone we
something.
getting drunk. No, we're going
No,
Tuesday
on Monday,
night
bro. No, yeah,
Tuesday
Tuesday.
night?
Don't be. Yeah, bro. Oh wait, never mind. I
because your
can't do it
birthday's
Tuesday
on
night.
Tuesday, right?
Oh my god.
Bro, you better call into bowling, dude.
No, it's
It's your
the
boy's
final match.
birthday, bro. It's
I
your
know, but it's not-
What's more important to you, your best friend or some bowling match?
Some
Uh,
random bowling match.
it's the bowling match that's gonna win me
Oh,
$700, bro.
he said the bowling
Well,
match
how
is
is it
more
gonna win you
important.
$700?
It's the finals for bowling.
And are you guys high rank? I'm guessing then.
Yeah, we're in first place right now.
Really?
So it sounds like you're paying for the dinner, the birthday dinner.
yeah, on Wednesday. Let's go Wednesday. I'm just saying, it's the finals. I kind of want to be there to win the money. Not trying to.
Let's go
Not trying to.
Thursday.
Thursday. Why so late, bro?
You're the one who doesn't want to go Tuesday.
We're all going to Chili's, even though God doesn't want to go to Chili's.
Yeah, he never wants to go to Chili's.
Let's go somewhere that sells only pickles.
Alexi called in Thursday so you can join us for Jesus' birthday Chili's dinner.
I probably won't be able to do that.
Why?
Honestly, I'll be taking a point if I do that.
Oh man.
Well, it's not like you're gonna be at that job much longer.
Yeah, bro.
I'm still looking for places, so who knows?
Yeah, I have faith in you though.
Yeah, I'm
you
job
see-
hunting.
right now, bro.
What?
You see how much?
How many points do you got?
I have like 1 point, but still.
You have 1
fine
point.
then.
Then you'll be
Jesse?
fine to take one more. They reset anyway.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do,
You
bro.
can go to Chili's then.
We'll see. Ask me when it gets there, okay?
Alright, fair enough.
All right, fair enough.
Chili's Thursday, let's do.
Just stay clocked in, bro, and just say you're on lunch break.
Then I'd get fired so fast.
Let's do like 7
notice.
p.m. so that way
So they don't notice.
Jesus has time to get out of work and get ready.
Yeah, why is your schedule so early now compared to Jesus? Like, are you just choosing to be like that?
Well,
No,
our
it's
manager
our
told us.
boss asked. They get more time
Or-
on the saw. Like
Mm,
what? Like 3 hours?
yeah, like
right?
3 extra hours run time.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering that because I'm like, you used to be with Jesus, you used to get out late, you know. Now
I
you
did
go
all-
in so
I-
early.
I did it all, man.
No.
Now you go in so early. You can't play Marvel Rivals so late anymore because you're like, I go to bed. I got
Marvel
work.
Rivals.
Marvel Rivals. Yeah, so we've been playing Marvel Rivals mostly recently. We haven't done too much of a hangout recently. Like this weekend, we didn't make plans.
Yeah.
We haven't done anything for what, the last 2 weeks, haven't we? Isn't that the
Think
case?
so. Yeah, I don't think so because before that, I don't remember doing anything.
Last week, I think-
there's been a drought of content.
I think last week Scott was busy anyways. Like he was out doing a baby shower, I thought.
Scott's always busy.
He's doing a costume party baby shower.
I honestly don't know. That
It
man,
was
that
also a
man is
murder
so busy.
mystery.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Oh.
about that.
What's up?
What up? All
What
right.
is up?
Sorry, my sister brought someone over, and
Oh,
Okay. So with that,
so
let's take our seats and let's get into these trailers. Any movies, TV shows, or video games y'all are looking forward to?
the next episode of Solo Leveling.
Oh yeah, isn't this the final? Oh yeah, you're watching the
No,
dub.
it is
'Cause I
not
was
the
like,
final because there's gonna be like a couple. There's at least 2 more seasons.
Right, I meant
they
the
minimum.
final of this season.
literally announced that it was going to be the final season.
That doesn't make sense because I know what's happening in the.
Yeah, but the
Well,
director said it got
Are they
canceled
gonna
or
really try to
something.
squeeze all that extra stuff in that little bit of time?
No, but
No,
I think they said the show got canceled or something.
Yeah, the
Oh.
show's getting postponed for like 3 years. It's taking a
Why?
3-year break because the guy who's creating it wants to work on other stuff he's been has in the works.
That's awesome.
Well,
He's not trying to make it solo.
we
you
just
know,
had
his
an.
only-
Oh, you can go ahead.
They're like, how can I make this guy way more strong?
We
Yeah,
just
how
had
can I keep you-
a Nintendo
Well, it's
Direct,
impossible.
y'all. We had a lot of
Nintendo
content
Direct,
from
I'm
that.
excited for it. I'm gonna try to pre-order it on the 9th.
What, the Switch?
They're canceling.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
They said
pre-order
that
the
they're not
Switch.
going to take any pre-orders.
Not until what? Like a couple months prior, and you
It
can
says
only
indefinitely until further notice.
you can only order. Is it one at a time, right? You can only do
Yeah,
one
one at a
each
time.
pre-order.
No, they said that they're not doing pre-orders
Who said that?
Because of the tariffs.
There was an
Oh, okay.
announcement from Nintendo.
They said they were going to figure out the prices first from the tariffs. And then they'll announce when you can pre-order.
Okay. Well, when that doesn't change my stance. Whenever I can pre-order, I'm gonna try to pre-order it before
Then you can
scalpers get
finally
to it.
play a Pokemon game that doesn't lag to shit.
You know they're all gonna lag.
Sadly.
But at least the hardware is problem.
Man, watching Alexi play Pokemon yesterday, man, that dude was really trying to put me to sleep.
I was shiny hunting. I didn't get the shiny, but I caught a shiny Mankey
You didn't
today.
even catch anything.
No.
He didn't catch the shiny he was looking for. That's why I was like, oh my
I
god,
was
this
looking for
man.
a shiny. It's not exactly a visually pleasing process.
Yeah, it really isn't. I was like, oh my god.
More like
Is this what
simulator.
Snorlax
is this
Simulator.
what-
I'm looking forward to the Elden Ring only for Switch. Or not the Elden Ring,
Yeah,
the
that's
From
weird. That's
Software
like
only for
An
Switch.
Elden Ring on the Switch?
I mean, yeah, it's good.
It's good for Nintendo.
This team's dog shit.
We also
Shut
got
up.
new Mario Kart Open World, new Donkey Kong, new Kirby.
The only thing,
Look, I'm
I
only
only
looking forward to the
complaint-
Mario Kart, the GameCube on the Switch, and that's it so far.
my big complaint is the
Well.
price. I don't like how expensive it's gonna be.
I don't mind the price of the console. The console's pretty.
No, not the console, the games I'm talking about.
yeah, the games are dog shit.
Yeah,
'Cause
90
there's
bucks for
Yeah, there's
physical,
al-
80 bucks for digital.
But there's only so many good games that Nintendo has made, and like, other than that, like every other game is like not like that great.
No. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to work with. I wonder what their sales will look like. Probably
Oh,
good
you know
because
that's
it's
gonna sell
Nintendo.
out.
Yeah.
My question is since if Nintendo starts it, is every other system going forward going to be like that?
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, other systems are probably going to see how the audience reacts to it. Regardless of how we react to it, they probably will follow suit. But PlayStation already has been doing that with their $90, $100 Ultimate Edition stuff, which is most games these days. But still,
So with that, let's start with our first trailer, The Naked Gun. It releases August 1st, 2025.
all right. I enjoy the Naked Gun series because I like Leslie. He's like a serious actor who accidentally got into a comedy because he's so serious,
Ooh,
and because Leslie
I don't know who that is.
Nelson or Nielsen, whatever his name is.
Oh,
Oh.
Liam Neeson.
No, Leslie.
Who?
Who?
Is he the main guy in the old one?
Nielsen,
I didn't watch the series.
Canadian
so
actor and comedian.
What was he in?
The Naked Gun.
That's it? Something I
Um,
could recognize him from.
So there was
Look
3
it up.
Naked Gun movies. I'm just now
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
this.
He's a hilarious.
All I know is
actor.
in the
He
cover.
was
art,
he was
like,
the father.
working on a gun or
He was the
something.
uncle in the superhero movie in 2008. He was in Airplane. The
Wow, what a
movie
good-
Airplane. He was in Scary Movie 3, 4.
But anyway, what are your
Mr.
thoughts
Magoo?
on the trailer for this new
Mr.
one?
Magoo?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
I missed the first trailer because I was still loading in, so I have no clue what it's about.
It looks like a spy comedy or an action comedy movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a not a spy comedy, but it's a cop comedy. Yeah,
Or like a parody movie.
Yeah. it's like
It's like Scary Movie, but for cops.
Yeah. Like slapstick.
yes and
humor.
no. Yeah, slapstick humor. There you go. It's not a parody in a sense because it doesn't copy anything. It's its own thing.
So it might or might not be good. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
It will be good if you're into that kind of humor.
It will be. Okay.
So is it like Adam Sandler kind of humor? Because that's some good humor.
Oh my god, you guys! I'm so ashamed to know you guys right now. You guys don't
all I
understand
know is the cover
this kind of
as,
humor.
as him like surfing.
Like, how do you
on
guys
the-
not know who Leslie Nielsen is?
We're not a million
I'm
years
so
old.
ashamed to know you guys right now.
To know us for not knowing this old.
Yeah, like this guy is he's a pioneer almost in comedy.
We're not a million years old. Sorry.
Up next, we have Tron Ares. 10, 10,
Ares.
25.
Now, is this
let's go.
did we say if it was a sequel or whatever
I think it's.
to the Legacy or no?
I don't know. It looks like new characters. It's more
New characters, yeah, but maybe it's like the same world, just different characters.
Well, I didn't really gather much from the trailer other than that it's Tron.
I didn't either. I just saw Jared Leto's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I wonder. I guess we'll see how it turns out because I don't really know anything about it beyond that. The trailer. Maybe I just wasn't paying that much attention, but I didn't get too much out of it.
Gotcha.
Next.
I mean, it looks pretty good. Looks better. Hopefully the story isn't garbage. Like I said, the story was garbage to me.
Again with Final Destination Bloodlines. It still
I mean,
looks...
I think a Brett Stabble
What
here
was
is
it?
excited for it. The Final Destination movie. The new one.
Yeah, it looks
I thought you
better
don't like
than
these
like
movies.
look, I don't like them. I find them to be very boring movies overall. I think it's the way it was filmed. Like they have a weird blue tint to them, and it
Yeah.
really bothers me. And this one does not look like it has that, so it makes it more vibrant, more pleasing to the eye to look at. You know.
Mhm.
So yeah, while I understand the story behind Final Destination for anyone who asks me, I don't find the first 5 movies all that entertaining for the most part. If it's
Why-
on TV, I'll watch it without any complaint, but I won't go out of the way to rewatch them again. I've seen them twice, and that's enough.
I think I like the original, and that's probably it. The rest of them all just feel like the exact same movie.
I've never watched.
They
that.
are the same movies.
Mm-hmm. And there's
Yeah.
isn't there a large fan base over it too?
It's a niche fan base. The fan base is like all millennials are traumatized by these movies. That's the fan base. That's literally it.
Yeah, these movies are really cheesy. It's just like, how can we make an elaborate death scene out of ordinary everyday stuff?
Yeah, that's all it was. The fan base really isn't. There really isn't a fan base. It's just traumas.
And I already said, I mean, they do a good job of showing that throughout the whole series. At least I've seen a couple of them once or twice. So
Next, we got Karate Kid Legends. What do you guys think of the trailer? Karate Kid
I
Legends.
never seen the
Um,
Karate Kid movies in
Which
my
is
life.
weird. Once again, how have you gone your entire life without seeing a single karate movie? There's like,
Well, he's watched
so many
Cobra
of 'em.
Kai.
all right, I haven't seen that one though.
I did watch like the first 3 seasons of Cobra Kai or 2.
But yeah, I guess that accounts for something. I guess. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. Unpopular opinion. I enjoyed the what is it? The 2010, 2012 Karate Kid movie.
Yeah, I
with
think
Jaden
we all
Smith.
did.
Yeah, that's actually the only one I've seen actually, and that's the only one I
So
remember.
I enjoyed that one. I also enjoyed some of the older ones too.
That one's with Ralph
so
Macchio.
yeah, so I'm excited to see this one and see how it plays out.
Not Joe Jaden. I will not be watching.
There is no Jaden in this one.
He's got to
Well, we
make
don't
at
know
least
that for
one
sure.
cameo.
They
hope
Like
not.
a show cameo
Yeah,
at
I
the
hope
Man.
not, dude.
What?
Why?
He was good in the other
He looks
one.
like but it looks like he threw away this entire Karate Kid phase. If he had kept that going, I would like, okay, cool.
Threw it away and
Oh,
how?
what do you mean threw away the phase? His
For
appearance? You don't like it anymore?
No, I don't.
He's still
Wow.
he's still a Karate Kid.
For
Yeah,
real.
bro.
He could
I
make.
saw the before and after pictures, videos of Jaden Smith, Karate Kid, and then the villain from Karate Kid, and like the villain is still doing the karate and all that stuff. And Jaden Smith is wearing houses on his head.
Well, yeah,
Well,
because
and-
he's an actor slash
Yeah,
music guy.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Like, we don't
But-
see what the other guy does on his day to day.
No, we don't. But I saw enough to
He could
know
be
like one
murdering
guy
people.
kept up with it, the other guy did not.
It'd
keep
be
up
an
with
awesome final fight.
it. It would be cool, actually. Yeah. Only I would hope I'd be rooting for the villain.
The villain.
You be rooting for the villain, bro?
Yeah, I would.
Next
I knew
we got
you'd be doing it, bro, for
FNAF
kids.
2, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So we got the toy animatronics.
I'm actually excited for this because I actually like the FNAF series. So.
I don't know what's going on in the series because like aren't they friends with the animatronics?
Well, these are different.
Depends on the animatronic, right?
Yeah, I know, but
These are different ones.
Different spirits
I'm
haunting
just
these.
confused. I guess I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, different spirits haunting these ones. It's gonna be, I think, interesting. It's gonna be fun for Springtrap to return in his all beat up form.
Burn Trap, or is that
Burn
the fourth one?
He's talking about the purple guy, right?
Yeah, I'm talking
The
about
Yeah.
purple guy.
guy.
We get we're gonna see what's it called? Mangle. Yeah, Mangle on this one.
Did they show him?
I don't think so, but
Yeah, I
they're,
believe they
they're
did.
part of the second game. So I'm excited
Oh,
for
yeah?
it. I like FNAF too. So
I know. Didn't you play the new FNAF game too?
yeah, I played all of them. Except for the very most recent one that's pixel art.
Oh yeah, the ball pit one.
Yeah, I haven't played. That's the
There's a
only one I
new
haven't played.
game.
Yeah, it came out like a few
Well,
months
yeah.
ago at this point.
No, it's been longer than a few months, hasn't it?
Maybe
I
like
thought
a
it came
year.
out like. Yeah, it's been like a year. Into the ball pit.
I never heard of it.
And
I know you probably haven't.
lastly, we got
Actually-
Megan 2.0.
I
Time for an
You
upgrade.
guys, I said that it looks like they might have forgotten why people liked the first one, right? Because
Which
this
is a
looks like it's
valid
just an action
criticism.
flick, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
So we'll have to see
It
how
is
it actually
possible.
plays out. But I agree with what you guys are saying. It doesn't feel like it has the same.
Kind of slasher thriller.
Yeah,
Element
yeah.
that
The
used
the creepy, suspenseful aspect of it.
Yeah. They're leaning a lot harder into the comedy and action, which is fine. I'm
Yeah.
still going to give it a chance, but it's definitely a new direction. And the new villain robot doesn't really look like a robot. Doesn't give me Uncanny Valley. Like Megan would.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, It's an evolution of some kind.
Yeah.
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 Well, it's because I mean,
We're
the
professional
main
reviewers
villain,
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, it's because the main villain in this movie it just seems lame. Seems like a
Yeah.
lame.
Yeah.
Seems like a lame. So like a lame cop out for the Meg movie.
The Meg.
You're
That's a
a
different
cop-out.
movie series.
The Meg.
The Meg 2 was an
Howard.
awful movie, dude.
Oh yeah, you didn't need to watch it to know that.
I watched it though.
I did too. I watched it like 6 times
Why?
What?
because it's such a good brain dead movie.
It's not even that. The
It's
first
not
Meg
Brandon?
maybe, but not the second one.
Hey man, I'm just saying I like it.
So
I
let's
like a good
You know-
shark movie too, but this ain't.
You know. So like to go off a little tangent, Meg 2 felt like Jurassic Park, like the Jurassic series to me.
I don't want to hear you speak those words ever again.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
anyway.
Those are words you get shot for.
Wow. Anyway, let's move on. What were you guys' thoughts before watching a Minecraft movie?
I thought it looked like a pile of garbage.
Honestly, I had a weird burst of excitement as I sat down in theaters.
Oh, that is
Oh, but what's your
weird.
thoughts before you watched it, bro?
Yeah,
Like
before I watched it. So as I was getting into the theater,
you just.
I had a strange moment of excitement going into it.
You want to talk more about that?
Yeah, like maybe I was excited to see a movie that about a game I used to play, you know. I don't know. I can't explain the feeling. It's just weird. Like maybe I had a high hope for it and stuff like that, so I was excited to see what they would do with this, you know.
Maybe you were hyped about the idea of a Minecraft movie rather than what we actually saw in
Yeah, because as a kid, I was like, oh, I would love to see a Minecraft movie about like Herobrine or something, you know. That would
that would be
epic.
sick.
Or a
I will
movie
say-
about them going to slay the Ender Dragon, you know.
Yeah.
It didn't hit me until the title popped up, but the movie's called All Minecraft Movies.
Yeah,
not
I didn't know that either till I saw
Minecraft.
it.
A Minecraft
movie.
movie actually. Isn't it called a Minecraft movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
and I'm like, oh, that's weird. Why is it called that?
I guess to distinguish when you search on Google.
So, like,
Yeah.
hypothetically, if they make a second one, they're just gonna call it a Minecraft movie 2.
I guess so.
I mean,
Revenge
they
of
are gonna make a
Mine.
second one. They are gonna make a second one.
My
I
thoughts
was,
Everyone's
trying to keep,
excited.
I was trying to keep it ambiguous.
My thoughts before is I thought the trailer looked awful. I didn't like the art direction for Minecraft. But those were my thoughts.
Did you guys know that the original thought behind when they first were making it was gonna be animated at first?
Do not give me that fucking hope, dude.
Literally did.
No,
say
no.
that.
No. In 2014, when the Minecraft movie was greenlit, it was supposed to be animated,
They should have
It was
been.
greenlit in 2014.
and Jack Black was supposed to be a talking pig.
So,
I
what were
wouldn't have
your
liked
thoughts
that, yeah.
before, Javier?
I just, like you guys said, like it looked like dog shit, and I was hoping it wasn't gonna be dog shit, pretty much. I'm
So-
being honest.
Yeah, I mean that's our honest thoughts. So with that, let's get into the
Why?
spoiler-free review.
When you use the words hope, you already tell them what you thought of the movie. Don't do that.
So a spoiler-free review of Minecraft movie released April 4 of 2025, starring Jack Black, directed by Jared Hess, rated PG. Plot summary: 4 misfits are suddenly pulled through a mysterious portal into a bizarre cubic wonderland that thrives on imagination. To get back home, they'll have to master this world while embarking on a quest with an unexpected expert crafter. What are you guys' overall thoughts without any spoilers?
This was
Um,
one of the worst movies I've seen. In
I
like
actually disagree. I strongly
while.
disagree with
This
you.
is not the worst movie I've seen in a
No, it's
while.
not.
I
Actually,
said it. I said one of the worst movies I've seen in
No.
a while.
No. There's worser movies we've seen as a group in a long time, and this is not one of them. I like
Like
the.
which one? Right off the top of your head.
Oh, I can't think of a.
I would have said Madam Web,
Yeah, Madam Web. There we go.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. As a
But,
group, we see that was
I
garbage.
didn't want to
No,
give you the
This
answer.
one makes me feel worse because it's based off something good.
No, but the thing I
Spider-Man
liked
is
about,
good.
the thing I liked about this movie is they didn't go 100% CGI. They went practical effects, and that was nice about it. You know, most of the
Practical
stuff
effects.
is like most of the stuff is like actually done. Like they made a whole thing and done it like that. Like the most of the stages were set up. Like all the mine carts and everything like that. Those are all like real things that they set up. The only thing they had to do were obviously like them going through using mine carts or them traveling or using portals.
Why was the redstone not fully done in that one section?
I can't answer that
Uh,
question 'cause I don't
That's
know.
That gap.
So
Yeah, I
For
know.
the sake of the plot, I guess. I don't know.
I didn't like.
It was just so the movie can happen.
I didn't really
Yeah,
like
so
the
that can
movie.
happen.
I thought it was a
That's controversial, bro.
it's a controversial take, but I honestly was like, why are we spending so much time in the beginning of the movie with the human world when this is a Minecraft movie and Minecraft already has lore, it already has
Yeah, we
stuff
don't
to
need
work
the
with.
lore of the human world. We are trying. This is why I say that we didn't need a lot
Again,
of.
this is
None
what
of
I'm
these
saying.
characters were good too.
Yeah, no. I didn't
Yeah,
have
I
any
hated Steve.
I didn't have any reason to
I-
care for these people.
No, yeah, I didn't either. Like the fact that Kid was like an outcast technically, or felt like an outcast. They tried making him. It's just like why?
Yeah, they
Well,
didn't even really
what-
show that. Like he just showed up to
Like what's the,
I'm not gonna get
what
too into it, but yeah.
like what was the significance of showing him like that? You know, was my question.
This is
Who?
why I
Again?
say this movie did not need a human element. I don't know who pushed for this human element, but it didn't need
It's
there.
probably Jack Black
Dude.
himself.
No, the new director had to push for it because, like I said, at first Jack Black was just gonna be a talking pig, and throughout the series and making it, they're like, "Oh, we kind of have to switch it up." So this is their
Why?
last ditch effort. This was their
And you
last
know-
ditch effort to fix it.
You know that it made hella money too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know it did.
It's Minecraft. It was bound to make money.
Yeah, but it's still sad.
Yeah. The slop. People are just eating the slop.
Uh,
Like, it's weird because it's like self-aware that it's bad, but it never like fully acknowledges it.
yeah.
like I went and watched it with my coworker, and he was like, "It's a good movie." I'm like, "It's not though. It's really not." And he's just like, "It really is. What's wrong with it?" And I'm like, "There's quite a few things wrong with this movie, bro."
What did
And
he
he's
like?
like, he just liked the actors, like some of the big actors he had in for voicing. Like, you
That's
know,
it.
I guess just like the villager guy.
He has
was like,
the
"Oh
big
my
name attached to him.
Yeah, the big name. And then like obviously the principal character,
Oh
you know,
my
because
God.
Jennifer Coolidge. Yeah,
She's
I
cool.
do like
you know,
Jennifer.
Yeah.
She was probably the best character in the movie.
And she barely got any screen time. Yeah.
she was I would say she wasn't even the most important character. Like the most important character was the kid. Was supposed to be the kid.
She fucked that villager.
She really did.
She sat on his face.
Oh my God.
She
And that
really did.
sniffer.
She was like, "Hey, villager, give me that fish. Come here." Oh yeah.
I was- yeah, the whole human element of it was terrible. I also thought like them going with a new story in like the Minecraft world, like in the Nether. I'm not sure that that's a boss that you fight.
Like creating a whole
I
new
didn't know
villain
they
just for
had
the movie
British
is stupid.
people.
Yeah,
There's so many different villains
exactly.
that they could have worked with. Hero Brian would have been a great first movie to start with.
Or like you're
No,
saying, the Ender Dragon, or literally
Ender Dragon
anything.
could have been
Well,
a great series
think-
too.
If I recall, the villain that they used wasn't it part of the Minecraft dungeon actually?
Oh, it was part of the Minecraft dungeon.
Yeah, I don't know how much of you guys played a Minecraft dungeon because that's the role they were trying to go
No.
with.
I haven't.
I have not
I
either.
didn't. That's the
I have
that's
it,
the
but I haven't played it.
Diablo. That's the Diablo clone, right?
Yeah, yep.
Then they should have called this one a Minecraft Dungeon movie, because this is not a
No.
Minecraft
I
movie.
didn't know
Well,
they had British people in Minecraft.
Well, the Minecraft dungeon actually still the lore still relates to the actual thing. Like it's still a thing that actually relates.
How?
I can't explain it. I'm not
Okay.
like a full expert.
Yeah. I'll. To be fair, yeah, you probably don't know.
Like I've actually watched a bunch of videos, but it's been so long because Minecraft Dungeon is really, really old.
It is old at
Like
this
that's
point.
It came out. It's not that old. It came out like 2-3 years ago.
that's old, bro. Come on,
Old
come on.
news.
Old news. See, let's see. Minecraft
Well,
Dungeon came out
Minecraft came out like 15
20,
years ago.
Yeah, it's ancient.
2020. Minecraft Dungeon came out 2020. Jesus.
Okay, 5 years ago.
That's pretty old, bro. I'm not
Bro,
gonna remember the.
but you're comparing it to, if you compare it to Minecraft itself,
Yeah,
it's
but
way older.
Minecraft. No, but Minecraft's always getting updates. They're always they haven't updated Minecraft Dungeon in a long time.
Do you know that for sure? Well, who cares? Who cares about
Right.
this shit?
So yeah,
Sorry,
even though we got to spend some time in the Minecraft world, we didn't really explore a lot of the biomes. Like we got to see
Oh yeah,
a villager, village. We got to see the mansion and the cave, and that's pretty much it.
they kind of like gloss over it. It felt like, in my opinion.
Every 5 minutes, I had to turn to Paige and be like, "Does that happen in Minecraft?" And she's like, "No, that's not a thing."
That's not a thing.
You know, well, I didn't like the human aspect of taking like objects from the real world and putting it in the Minecraft.
Oh yeah, that was
And
bad
the
too.
weird thing is, they only did it once too.
Yeah.
I felt like they did it more than once,
No,
but
it was
maybe
literally
yeah.
once. It was the tater tot launcher or whatever.
Oh, we're going too far.
Okay, it's not that big of a spoiler.
Bro, they get a tater tot launcher? But yeah, overall, what would you guys rate this movie?
It's like
I
a 2,
want to.
maybe
I
a
give it
1.
like a. I give it like a 3, high of 3. That's it.
It's a 4 for me.
It's
4. That's crazy.
It's a 3 for me, maybe even a 2, because I did fall asleep for a little part of it.
I can see that.
I was just
I can
so
see
bored.
that.
I was like, I'm gonna take a little nap.
Again, the story for this movie, the fact they tried going Minecraft dungeon route, it's so sad that they ruined it like that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like,
yeah,
I'm sorry. Again, not to tangent back off of Minecraft
no, you're
dungeon,
good.
but that's just such a disappointment.
Fuck
So
Minecraft and its dungeons.
yeah, no more dungeons.
Maybe like when did they first announce this movie? 'Cause maybe
2014. 2014.
2014. Oh my god.
Yes. This
'Cause
movie's
I
been in
was,
production
maybe
for
they're
like 10
they're
years.
working on the movie alongside Minecraft Dungeons, so that's why they got all that lore. But
Yeah, that's probably why. Like they again, this is what I'm talking about. Like this movie was supposed to be animated at the start of it. They
Yeah.
just had to backtrack on it and make it
It's
live
weird.
action.
They didn't do a lot of
Because-
mining in Minecraft. A lot of crafting though.
yeah, no. They said the word Minecraft.
I know they
That
used
was
its own name.
hype, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. People in my theater threw
That
popcorn
was
when they
so
said it.
awful. People clapped at the end in my theater.
Yeah,
I
people
clapped. I clapped
too.
multiple times in the movie.
I
Well,
almost
like,
started crying.
ironically, obviously.
I almost started crying at one scene.
You start crying
Almost. It was
from
because it
tears
was
of boredom.
no, because it was to respect Technoblade.
Oh, was it Technoblade? Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of hit me again. I was like, man,
Apparently that only came because the kid actor was like, yeah, we should probably put something in for Technoblade. Otherwise,
Oh
they
my
weren't even gonna think about it.
Wow.
well, yeah, because Jack Black is such an old guy to be like doing like the main role for it. He didn't even know about it. He had to like I heard
he
they
knew.
had,
No, I think he knew because he was pretty hardcore into Minecraft for a while.
he had to be pretty hardcore to learn it. Because again, they
No,
made him.
not because of the movie. It's because he played
still,
with his kid. He had a gaming channel.
He
Jablinski
had a what?
Gaming. Jablinski shout out.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
know. I heard that channel got he's been taking a break off of it though.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't
he
seen
hasn't
any
been
videos in
uploading
a
on it,
while.
and it's been
Probably
a long
'cause-
time. But he played a lot of Minecraft.
He
Yeah.
was busy doing Borderlands, man, and now Minecraft.
Do you think he played a lot of Minecraft just to give himself? Do
He
you
was
think he played a lot of
claptrap.
Minecraft
Maybe
to
Oh my
get
God.
better role for
that probably was his inspiration to start. Actually, other than his kid.
So let's look at some online ratings. The critics from Metascore gave it a 46 out of 100. Rotten Tomatoes Tomato Meter 48, audience in IMDb 6.1, and Rotten Tomato audience 87. So the average of all these
Rotten
scores.
Tomatoes.
87?
Yeah, the
Wait,
average,
who did that?
audience really
the
loved
audience of Rotten Tomatoes.
It
was children. What do you
ironically, it has
expect?
to be.
The average of all these scores is 60.5. According to Scott, though, we're still sheep because
Yeah, we're-
even though we
Like,
disagree
guys
with
just
people's.
yeah.
I said I don't. I think this movie's not that good. I don't know how we're sheep for that.
Yeah, sheep would just think this movie's fantastic.
But for
My
him,
brain
he'd be
is
like,
developed. Sorry.
Let's look at let's jump into the spoiler-filled discussion. Let's take an in-depth review of a Minecraft movie. Starting with Steve breaks into a mine to fulfill a childhood dream when he discovers the Orb of Dominance and the Earth Crystal. When combined, they create a portal that transports him to the overworld, an alternate dimension where the terrain is made of easily manipulated cubes. He builds his own paradise and later stumbles across a portal to a hellish world called the Nether. He is imprisoned by Malgosha, the gold-obsessed piglin ruler of the Nether, who hates creativity because the orb would allow her to force of control over the overworld. Steve
She
has
hates
his
creativity
dog.
because she lost American Idol.
I know. Boy, see, now you're spoiling it. That's too far.
Bro.
Steve has his dog.
Are you-
Dennis hide the crystal under his bed in the real world. What are you guys'
Bro,
thoughts?
Dennis is such a goat. Dennis is a goat, bro.
Dennis is a good boy.
I know. I was so surprised they made Dennis look like that.
What block
Like
like?
he block like and be a goat dog.
Be a
You
goat.
go.
So
Be
what
a
do you guys
goated
think of the
dog,
setup of Steve's journey?
I like Steve's. I honestly
I
like
did
the
not
very
really
start.
care for it, if I'm being perfectly honest.
I actually really liked the start of it. I just didn't like when it got past Steve's
I hated
journey.
the start of it.
You did? I actually liked that.
Who's calling now? What the hell was that?
For me, I didn't like him explaining the world of Minecraft because at this point, everyone pretty much
Anyone who's
knows.
going to see the Minecraft movie already knows Minecraft.
Yeah. And if you don't know, it's really easy to figure out while you're watching, like super easy. But other than that, I mean, like it's okay. It was a standard average movie setup, you know.
It was weird because like you could make a whole movie based on that, and they like shoehorned it in by giving it like a couple minutes.
Right, yeah, like that could have been a whole movie where Steve finds
And-
out about this world and
And it's a bunch of cringe, like, oh, this will be made into like a TikTok edit, right? Like with him jumping in the air, catching a bone with the dog.
oh yeah,
I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro.
trying to be so trendy. Yeah,
Like, I
Yeah.
think the movie's big purpose was to get like clips on TikTok.
it does feel
Which
that
is-
way with all the meme jokes they did.
Yeah.
I think.
And I
think
I hate how Jack Black talks in this movie.
Yeah, because he's kind of robotic on everything he's saying. He's like, oh,
He says it in like a fake epic voice.
Chicken Jockey,
Yeah. It was so cringe.
Nether, Flint and Steel.
Flint and steel.
Flint steel.
It's like, why are you announcing everything? I can see for myself what it is.
Because you never
But-
played. It's like, hey, look, it's reference. and
Reference
then
to
you're
this
supposed
obvious Minecraft thing.
to Flint and Steel, bro. The hype shit.
So, sometime later, 1980s video game champion Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison owns a failing video game store in Chugless, Idaho. He
Oh
heads.
yeah, I forgot the shit's called Chugless.
I don't even know why.
Yeah. Why?
Because
What's the
funny
purpose of
name.
this? But what is the purpose of this town? Like, I'm trying to understand it.
No, I don't get it.
Isn't it in Ohio too?
Idaho
Yeah,
is
it's in
what this
Ohio.
says. The
Everyone
wiki
hates
says
Ohio.
Idaho, but I'll take Ohio.
Oh,
Why'd they pick this random state too?
because potatoes.
I guess so.
That's why I was so confused. Like, what was the purpose of this little town? Like, what purpose did we get besides it being like the where Steve lived at and where the rest of the characters are from?
Because
It's like,
that's where the mine is.
it just seems to me like very outdated humor, like random humor, like I like waffles.
Yeah.
He heads to the storage auction to acquire items to sell for cash, ultimately winning the contents of Steve's old house. While searching through the items, particularly hoping to find a valuable Atari Cosmos, he instead finds the Orb of Dominance and the Earth Crystal. So what do you guys think of Garrett's portion of the movie, the start right here?
Is that the trash man?
Yeah, the garbage man.
He was funny.
Mm-hmm.
I will give him that. He was way funnier than, like, I think Jason Momoa is probably the funniest out of all of them.
I agree with that.
Another thing I realized, well, again, another thing I realized, they hired Jack Black to just match the energy of Jason Momoa, is what they said.
But didn't you say he was gonna be a pig in the movie?
Yeah, originally
Original?
Jack Black was supposed to be the pig, just a side character. But since they couldn't find a character to match Jason Momoa's energy, they're like, we're gonna make Jack Black the to match his energy.
Weird.
I know.
So yeah, I also like Jason Momoa, but I think like all the other human characters, he didn't really have much to do. Like, why am I watching a story
None of the main
about
characters had anything to contribute to the actual story here. The main story of this movie could have been done without humans.
Exactly. Like, why do I
And
care
it
about
makes
a
me so mad
failed
because
video game guy? Like,
Bro,
the
it's seething.
potential because for the potential of the movie could have been so much greater if they just took out the human element, but the producers are fucking idiots.
yeah,
Random
like
fans make way more interesting Minecraft shorts.
honestly,
They do. Do you know the Fallen Kingdom is one of my favorite shorts?
I don't know what that is.
It's a Minecraft song. It has like 4 songs in the series, and it creates a whole story about a about a kingdom that falls. Basically,
You didn't like all the custom songs that Jack Black did for the movie?
No,
La,
I
la,
did
la,
not.
lava,
I hated all of them.
I actually
chicken.
really did not like that. I'm
Lava
sorry, Jack
chicken.
Black. You're
I
a
was
cool guy.
dreading it too because
but
I knew
I-
he was gonna do them.
All the
Everyone
custom
knew.
songs, yeah.
So the thing with Garrett is,
I think.
he never really got a redeeming moment. Like, so he was some failed business guy. Did they ever explain why he was such a failure after being a world champion?
I don't
Oh,
know.
because he
just
let it get
spent
to his
money
head, and
bad.
yeah, he just let it go to his head, and that's the only thing he ever accomplished. Like he kept on saying, "Oh yeah, I'm a world champion of this series," and he never outgrew that and
I would
moved
say
on to do better for himself.
I think he just never grew up.
Because he won a bunch of money from the tournament and then
12,000. He won 12,000 back
in the
whatever,
80s,
like,
which is a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah. I was like, he won 12 grand. He's like, oh yeah, look at me.
But at the end, he
I'm
didn't
good.
really gain any new skills. He didn't really, like, because the kid is the one who created his new best-selling video game, so.
Yeah, which is funny because it's a beat 'em up, and beat 'em ups are never really best sellers like that.
And they also have nothing to do with Minecraft.
Yeah,
The beat 'em up thing they made was just for that small little dinky town though too. So, you know.
Yeah.
this movie's dog shit, bro.
But yeah, Garrett, Jason Momoa's physical comedy was pretty good, at least. So I did appreciate that. That's the only thing I can say I really appreciated. So siblings Henry and Natalie move to Chuglis following their mother's death. The two meet Don, the real estate agent who wants to open a petting zoo. On Henry's first day of school, he gets into trouble when a makeshift jetpack malfunctions and destroys the mascot statue.
Okay, so this is another thing right here. Slight, and I mean slight spoiler warning for like the very end. You'll see what I'm getting at here.
For the town of Chuglis.
No. So the jetpack part, it didn't malfunction. The fucking bullies just cut the wire. It would have worked just fine right there and then, right? And so at the end of the movie, they're acting like it's a big accomplishment that he managed to get his jetpack to work. His jetpack, his jetpack would have worked.
His jetpack worked the whole time.
No, the first time it would have worked, yeah.
He's like, my schematics were right.
Like it's a big lesson that he got his jetpack to work. No, it's not. He would have had it working within the first 5 minutes of the movie.
He was even like, my schematics are right. I don't know, understand what happened.
So I'm like, that's some bullshit.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And then he throws away.
So he learned nothing from his experience, basically.
That's a good point.
What a good observation.
Yeah.
He's
And,
like, it's.
oh, you were you gonna say?
He was like, it's not working, so let me just throw away all my hard work and energy.
It's so bullshit.
And like,
You should have made the Spud launcher in the real world.
That would have been something at least.
and like, I understand Natalie's character in the beginning, just in the sense that like she's a older sister who's traumatized by the death of her family, now has to step up. But she doesn't. I don't think she experiences much character growth either.
No.
At the end, they just sign her off as the girl who can fight. But like,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
that was so dumb.
isn't
Like,
there
was
more to
no-
her? Yeah.
They had a 2 second scene where the lady, the cat lady or whatever, was like, "Oh, whoa, where'd you learn how to do that?" And she's like, "Oh no, I guess it's my instincts or some shit."
Yeah. There's not even a training montage or anything. Yeah,
They're like, "No, I guess I was always just this good."
Yeah, she gets
So
no
the-
character development.
None of them do, except for maybe Jason's character.
Momoa, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
And
there really isn't anything to learn from this movie. Like no takeaway.
No, nothing.
Yeah, and the real estate lady or whatever, what was her shit? Like,
Oh, she had like a portable zoo, and she was a real estate lady.
She just did multiple jobs, is what I got.
And I don't know what her takeaway from this movie was. I don't think there was anything really. So
Yeah, her character had no chemistry with the rest of the cast, and I'm not saying that's the actress's fault. It's the way that she was written. Just like
Actually, yeah, how it was
Yeah.
scripted, yeah.
she's just like random person.
She was
who joins
literally
them.
she was just an extra basically.
I guess, to be comedy relief, but they already had a lot of comedic relief, so it didn't really do anything.
you don't think they needed it?
No.
Definitely not. No.
Not necessarily, no.
And you know what blows my mind is when the start of this movie, there was like 3 or 4 script writers, and I'm like, I could have written that in like an afternoon.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa, Ed, those guys are high-paid directors.
They are
You cannot
high-paid.
You
write-
should be fired for this.
So it's like a Chat GPT movie script.
No, seriously though, like I feel like someone just put this into ChatGPT, make a movie for me, and then they said,
Make a
"Yeah,
blockbuster
this looks good.
Minecraft movie.
Yeah, this looks good to me. All right, let's put it on screen.
So, to avoid trouble, he pretends that Garrett is his uncle, who takes him to the video game store to discuss his options. There, Henry combines the orb and crystal, leading the two to the mine. Natalie is worried and calls Don, who accesses Henry's location with Natalie's phone. All 4 of them ultimately enter the portal and arrive in the overworld. Which, side
We
note,
live for the mines, boys. We live for the mines.
how did Natalie not know how to track location when she's like a social media manager? I would have thought she'd be
Right?
good with this sort of thing, but
Yeah.
Well, usually the location tracker has to be turned on
Turned
already on
I
both
don't know.
phones for it to work.
I don't know.
If it's an Apple thing, then it will always be turned on, I believe, as long as you guys
it was
have
an Android phone she was using.
You could also call the your provider, and they could help you track as well.
So, yeah, they go into the overworld. Malgosia is alerted that the orb has returned. She releases Steve from his prison in the Nether to reclaim it, bluffing that she holds his dog hostage.
You know, this... I feel like the plot might have been a bit better if Jack Black actually tried to betray them.
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, a little bit. That way, there might have been some growth to the character, at least.
When insinuation that he was going to for like the first 2 seconds of his intro, and then they're like,
that's what I was saying.
They're like, we'll make him a good guy.
They would have at least had some growth to his character when he, in the end, decides to help them. You know, yes, it's a thing that's been done a billion times before, but what else are they gonna fucking do? You know,
that is true.
They could have had a hero, Brian. They could have done something where like
give me that hope.
They could have done something where like they made a copy of Steve and they couldn't tell which one was the one.
That would have been cool. Yeah, that would have been cool. But like at the same time, Hero Brian is like a staple of the world, and no one can control him. So
and he's not real.
It would not have made sense.
And they threw away that like you were saying, not only that Steve wasn't going to betray them, but also that the enemies double-crossed him anyway in order him to get killed alongside all the other people who came into the world. So it doesn't even matter.
Like no, it matters, bro.
None of it mattered. While fighting,
it matters, bro.
While fighting off monsters at night, Henry learns.
This movie is white bread, dude.
Henry learns how to build and makes a wooden fortress. While trying to head inside, Garrett accidentally breaks the earth crystal. Steve appears as sunrise approaches to save everyone and tells them that they have to go to the Woodland Mansion for a replacement crystal. He follows them to a nearby village and shows them how to craft. However, piglins launch a raid on the village. Steve, Garrett, Henry narrowly escape, but Natalie and Dawn are separated and discover Dennis. Malgosia responds by sending out the Great Hog. So, what are you guys' thoughts?
I got a great hog for you.
Oh my god.
For the old lady.
What are you guys' thoughts of I guess them all being together in the overworld with the village?
Dude, I couldn't give a shit.
Yeah, the kid learned how to build fast. So I'm surprised the rest of the characters didn't pick up on it.
What bothered me was that this is a Minecraft world that has mods.
It has bad textures.
The spud gun is not a real thing you can build in the game.
I wish that was a real gun. That would have been such a cool gun to use. Come on. You
I'm just saying, this game, this Minecraft world is modded because they can make things that aren't supposed to be able to be made.
I'm looking at a still right now from the movie, and the green screen is so bad.
Oh, apparently some theaters had the bad CGI versions.
Oh, really?
Why would they the unfinished CGI versions?
Oh my god! This movie's a fucking mess.
It really is. Why would they do that?
Hot garbage.
Because they sent the wrong one out.
That's funny. That's so funny.
Like, there's clips of it on Twitter and shit. Of the
That's actually hilarious.
So, yeah, I mean, not much happens in the villager world. They walk around a little bit, and I don't know. There's nothing really.
They talk about chicken, even though they're vegetarian.
Lava.
So the business is only for Steve.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they don't even like talk to that many villagers and learn about trading or anything. They just kind of, I don't know.
The map, what was the point of the map? That was what I was confused by.
I guess to get to the Woodland Mansion? I don't know. I actually don't know.
They're like, we're like, we need this map. Okay, let's talk to this villager. They might have a map. Okay, so what's the purpose of the whole scene with the map then?
Great question.
I think it was just them trying to create a goal or something for them to do something to help them progress, but it really didn't help them at all. So
Yeah, and like we talked about, there's also that scene with the crafting table where they would just throw a random bullshit and some random new weapon would come out. I don't know. Not much thought went into that.
No, not at all.
What do you mean? There's a whole bunch of thought that went into that. What are you talking about?
And when the piglins came to invade, where did the golems go?
Yeah.
You know, I said the same thing out loud in the theater. I was like, where the fuck are the golems? That's their
Because they
whole
made
job.
they made sure to point them out at the beginning when they were walking around
They
the
did
village.
that so they can set them up in the final fight, which
I
was
guess
a little
so.
idiotic.
Yeah, they just fell
Like
asleep.
I said, there's the movie feels like they understand a lot about the world, but
No, they don't.
no, they understand a lot about the world. It's just that they also don't understand the like soul
No,
of it.
it sounds like they asked some guy who actually knows what's going on in the world, and they're like, "Yeah, okay, but tell us what the cool things are."
Oh, okay, that's a better way to put it. Yeah.
You said guy. I was just thinking kids. They just ask kids like, hey, what is the purpose of Minecraft?
Come on now, they don't listen to kids.
When this whole premise of the movie is meant for kids,
They're not
it's
going to
really-
listen to kids. They're going to be like, they don't know better.
I know, but I'm like, if the whole premise for the movie is for kids, like, why would you
give
not
them too
ask-
much credit, dude?
I know. I'm sorry for giving them credit. I'm just pointing out, like, what's.
These producers are idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the producers, grown adults definitely know what kids want, right?
Yeah.
When Steve mentions that he has a large hoard of diamonds, Garrett becomes interested and demands access as an added condition of handing over the orb. They find the hoard, but Henry is angered by the detour and worries that about Natalie's safety. When the Great Hog arrives, they flee using minecarts, and the hog is blown up by creepers. Arriving at the mansion, Steve and Garrett attempt to distract the inhabitant pillagers, while Henry acquires both the Earth Crystal and the Ender Pearl, which can facilitate one teleport. Malgosha returns and blows up the bridge to the mansion. Steve and Henry lose the orb, but escape as Garrett sacrifices himself in the blast. The two awaken with Dawn, Natalie, and Dennis in a mushroom house they built.
I do like how the pillagers look.
Yeah, they look kind of
sick. Those aren't pillagers. They're called something else because they have axes.
Or whatever those guys in the
They start with the V, I thought. Or aren't they start with the V?
Oh,
yeah. Vindicators.
Vindicators, yeah.
Yeah, Vindicators, that's what they're called. Yeah, because pillagers are the ones with the flag and the outposts. The Vindicators are the ones that are in the
That would have been
mansion.
a cooler fight scene if they got to do a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
I'm a little sad, yeah, they didn't really fight the Vindicators. Like, it's super depressing.
Right, because those are some hard fights because they like levitate you in the air and shit.
They could have they could have even done a movie about like saving a town from pillagers.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have done some lore around that, but they didn't.
You guys,
there's so much they could have done, but they didn't.
I was gonna point out, like, you like how pillagers are basically Call of Duty zombies.
They needed space. They needed space for more Jack Black songs.
Yeah.
To be honest, the fucking zombies looked fucking
ugly.
They looked weird. Yeah.
Yeah. I did not like
because they seem too tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And human, like, I don't know.
And the zombies are supposed to be like Steve, right? So why aren't they fat and round?
Yeah, I didn't really understand it. I don't like it.
And how did the zombies even come to be if they're not the same as Steve?
Yeah.
Or did Steve actually die multiple times and they just didn't want to say that in the movie?
Maybe.
Because I thought that was the premise of Steve in the actual Minecraft movie.
In the game, but it's clearly different because it's a guy that just showed up to the Minecraft world.
What you guys think of Garrett dying?
It was depressing.
I was like,
totally.
this dude's not dying.
Right. They're not about
and it's
to
Jason
kill
Momoa. Like, doesn't he have a thing in his contracts which is like he can't die.
I think that's Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
No,
But I
that's where they can't lose a
Jason Momoa
fight.
has a
Yeah.
similar thing.
Oh.
No, it's Dwayne and Vin Diesel that have in the contracts where they can't lose a fight.
So Malgosha uses the orb to superpower the Nether portal, blotting out the sun and declaring war on the overworld. The party crafts an arsenal of weapons and an army of iron golems that meet the invading forces. Henry throws the Ender Pearl to teleport to the crystal. Seizing it, restores the sunlight, killing Malgosha and the piglins, believes Henry in free fall. He is rescued by Garrett, who had previously survived by riding a flying ghast. Wow, big old...
Did you guys hear the new lore about the ghasts?
What is
that? They
it?
can be buddies.
About how they aren't actually native of the Nether and they were like stolen children.
Yeah, I actually heard about that. That's part of the new update in Minecraft.
Yeah. I thought that was like, yo,
they
that's
could have
kinda
done
fucked.
something like that in the movie.
They could have, but they didn't.
Well, that to be fair, that was like new.
Okay.
That came out
It's
like
brand new, yeah.
like 2 months ago or a month ago.
Yeah, I only recently found out about it like 3 days ago.
But yeah, the last ending fight was nothing special. I don't know. Big old battle of a whole lot of nothing. So
I will admit the final battle was pretty cool.
So the party returns to Chugless, where they create the successful video game Block City Battle Buddies. Dawn opens her zoo
So stupid.
with Dennis as an attraction. Natalie begins teaching self-defense classes. Henry completes his jetpack, and Steve and Garrett operate the game store. In a post-credit scene, Steve returns to his old house in the real world to reclaim any possessions he left in the attic. He meets with a new resident, a woman named Alex. As in Alex from Minecraft?
Alex Minecraft.
What?
There was
I actually never knew her name.
There was a clip on Twitter that was like the theater breaking in cheer because they're like, oh, they're gonna fuck.
They're gonna fuck.
That would made so much sense if they did.
It wouldn't make
What do you
sense.
mean?
Because
What does
I
that
always
mean?
thought
All the
I always
pieces
thought
would
they were a
fit.
couple. I always thought they were a couple.
That's fair.
I guess if you're in an island alone together, eventually over time you're just like, I guess I need companionship. Maybe.
Exactly. See.
Maybe. Depends on their sexuality and everything. But yeah, what do you guys think of the ending? I guess everybody gets a happy ending.
This movie
It was
sucked.
an ending.
I will never watch it again.
Yeah, no, I don't think I will.
I don't think anyone should watch the second one either.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
So do you
Yeah,
guys
that's
stick
true.
with your
That
ratings?
shit was as ass as this round.
No. It's still a 3.
I'm still keeping it at a 4, yeah.
All
Because I
right.
saw the potential in it.
So let's move on to content we've seen this week. What are some shows or movies y'all watched?
I watched a lot of
Well,
One Piece.
I say I continue watching a lot more One Piece as well.
One Piece.
It's so weird, and I also watched a new episode of Solo Leveling as well for the dub.
Oh, okay. So you guys watched a lot of anime recently.
I didn't watch much this time around, I don't think.
It's just SpongeBob in the background.
Yeah, pretty much.
There was also a new movie I watched. I think it was called Geostorm.
Geostorm,
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
And that was
Of
the
course
first.
you
That's
have.
the first time I ever seen it. I thought it was pretty interesting. Kind of liked it.
Global disaster.
I like the concept. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. They're stuck at a space station or something?
I
So
forget. I know there's like
it's basically all about global warming, like how cucked it is back in 2017, and how everyone's trying to focus on it more, like not to pollute the earth and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's pretty much the.
climate change catastrophe movie. I watched Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I think it's your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I kept watching some more of the Amazing Spider-Man on Disney Plus.
Your Friendly Neighborhood was actually really good. I liked it.
I heard it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, like once you get past this art style, because it is a little odd
Weird.
looking, but the story itself is actually good. It's like a different universe, Peter, where this time, without giving too much spoilers, he's actually working with Norman Osborn to fight crimes.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah, definitely recommend checking it out. Other heroes make appearances like Doctor Strange and a few other characters.
Doctor Strange is in it. Is it
Tim
what? Is it
Walz.
Disney? Is it a Disney movie? TV series?
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. That's where I watched it.
I
Tim Walz in
I just
it.
don't like Disney Plus that much.
Tim Walz.
Yeah, is he in it? He's a hero.
He's a hero. I also watched Complete Unknown, that Bob Dylan movie.
Oh yeah, how was that?
I liked it, but mostly because I like Timothy. I actually started listening to Bob Dylan music because of this movie, because I'm like, oh, it actually sounds good. I've never listened to American folk music before. It's a very American thing.
Wow, we're us.
But yeah, basically it's less of a biopic and more about like Bob trying to revolutionize the music scene by basically just introducing electrical instruments into folk music, which was, I guess, a big no-no at the time.
Oh,
Still
really?
is.
It's really? Maybe it is, yeah. It just reminds me of like a lot of these purist fan bases, music fan bases that exist. Like for example, metal or emo music. It's like, oh, you're a poser if you like this and this band or whatever.
Yeah, to me it depends on the folk song.
I didn't know you listen to folk music. Yeah, folk
Not
song
much.
talking about. So, did anybody else watch anything?
No, pretty much it for me.
Not really. I did some shiny hunting and Pokemon.
I
I
watched,
For
I
hours.
watched the Beetlejuice musical.
Oh yeah, I like that one. Did you watch it live?
Yeah,
Okay. What's
It's
your
pretty
take?
So,
Yeah.
in July, are we all gonna go see that Harry Potter live in concert in?
Oh, that's a
Kalamazoo?
symphony one, right?
Yeah, it is. With
It's-
the movie playing in the background.
That's kind of a good idea. I like that idea. But,
It would be cool.
I would be. The tickets are expensive if you want good seats, though.
I mean, I'm not a Harry Potter fanatic like you guys are, but I
Well,
might.
you haven't even
I'm
watched it?
planning on going to that.
which ones are they
Wait,
doing? Are they doing the?
This one is just the second movie, so
Okay, Chamber of
Oh,
Secrets.
why not the first one?
because the second one is the best.
I
The
just
second one's
watched
the worst
Chamber of
to me.
Secrets. That's my favorite one.
I always fall asleep on that one. This is why I
Oh,
haven't finished
the
mine.
first one is growing a lot on me more.
The first one is very good. Yes,
Nostalgic.
It's definitely nostalgic, and I do enjoy going back to it every so often. Like I said, the first three movies are the best ones in the series, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that they're doing these movies, like they're going to do all of them. They're just not all at once. You know, so
Yeah.
like maybe 1 month you're doing this movie, the next month they're doing this movie.
and so
Oh,
forth,
weird.
and so forth.
How did you throw your name in the goblet of fire?
So I'm excited to try to do that. I might. Yeah, I'm just gonna see like
You can post
if
a
I can get the
suggestion
ticket.
on the group chat.
Yeah, I'll post it in there, and then I'm gonna buy my ticket, pretty much right away afterwards.
Sounds good.
Though
Yeah,
my
for-
ticket's gonna be $145 though, because I want to try to get me a good seat.
Oh dang. So
Like I said, I don't know. The Peelers might want to do it. Might.
yeah, I know. I invited them to the last screenings and they didn't want to go.
You try to do concert showings?
No, to the theatrical re-releases.
Oh, okay. This is different. This is fancy theatrical release. You got to get dressed up for this.
You do. It is a symphony.
I'm not gonna get dressed up. I'm gonna show up in pajama pants. If I want to sit there, because this is like symphony, so this is gonna take longer than what the movie already the runtime.
Well,
of the
there
movie
might
is,
be a
isn't it?
dress code.
There might be. Well, if it's Harry Potter's, they probably expect some people dressed up in like Harry Potter garb. So,
Yeah, that's true.
but I'm
See?
probably gonna dress up in something like a dress shirt and dress pants.
No Snorlax onesie.
No.
So with
That
that,
probably
Oh,
will not slide.
I'd go in Snorlax onesie. Don't worry, just for you.
let's roll the credits. You guys got any recommendations for any media?
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Unite, all the Pokemon games. Just play them all. Have fun.
I can't.
No one will be doing that.
Of course not. You guys are chumps.
No, I mean having fun
Okay.
with Pokemon.
Go have fun with Paige, bro.
I intend to.
I
You intend to.
recommend Marvel Rivals Season 2 is coming out next Friday.
Yeah, how come she's not
No,
playing
it's
games with us,
Next
brother?
Friday.
I'm pretty
It
sure.
comes out next.
Really?
It's Thursday, bro. It's Thursday,
Thursday,
bro.
even sooner.
Oh shit!
Because
Is
I'm
y'all
that when we
bro.
get?
ready.
Is that when we get? What's her name?
We D-rank a little
Yep.
bit. We get Emma Frost.
We get Emma and Ultron, right? Or is it
I
just
think
Emma
Ultron's
right now?
mid-season.
Can't wait for Ultron as well because that's a healer.
Yeah, so it's gonna be awesome. So be ready for that,
Yeah,
y'all.
it
Save your
says
money for
40
skins.
All right, so
It
the
says
only
4
ones
days,
who's
8
allowed
hours.
to do tank in our friend group right now is me and Eddie. All right, so we are the only ones who get to try that. But we're better.
All right.
I'm pretty
That's
good. Actually.
Yeah, I know you are.
That's everything for the movie side, guys, and TV shows.
I think you already ended it.
Like, comment,
right?
subscribe, and thank you
Oh,
for
no.
visiting Sleeping Cinema. Until next week.